Yo, my people, them. Yo, we're live. And it's match day, Chelsea versus Fulham. And if I don't know if you've already heard, but Reece James is starting today. Oh, he was in my predicted lineup and my preferred lineup. Big up, Reece James. Hit that like button if you're liking the fact that Reece James is starting today. And most likely, Enzo Fernandez should be starting as well. Mikhailo Mudryk starts as well, confirmed. That's excellent. All three of them start. Enzo, Reece James, and Mikhailo Mudryk, they all start. Ooh, we are back. We are back in the place. Hey, though. Who are you most excited to see play today? Let me know. Let me know in the chat who you're most excited to see play. Mudryk, Enzo, and Reece James are all starting. Swear down, we have to get the W against Fulham today. We have to still. Let me get my remote. Hold on 1 second. Where is my remote? Oh man. Reece James is starting. That is excellent, man. Reece James, Enzo, and Mudryk. This is excellent news. When does coverage stop? This match must be like 10 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock. Appreciate the views though, my people. Oh, sorry about that. Seven o'clock, the coverage starts for this game, man. So let me tell you guys about some news today. So we have Chelsea's squad for the Champions League been confirmed, our 25-man squad. So the goalkeepers, Edouard Mendy, come on. Kepa Arrizabalaga, who's been in great form this season. Marcus Bettinelli, these are the three keepers. And then our defenders, Ben Chilwell, Reece James, Cesar Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Trevor Chalobah, Kalidou Koulibaly, Marc Cucurella, and Wesley Fofana. Those are the goalkeepers and the defenders. Now for our midfielders and forwards. So we have Enzo Fernandez, N'Golo Kante, Mateo Kovacic, Christian Pulisic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Raheem Sterling, Mason Mount, Dennis Zakaria, Hakim Ziyech, Conor Gallagher, and Carney Chukwuemeka. And then our forwards, it's a pretty short list because Joao Felix, Mikhailo Mudryk, and Kai Havertz. A notable miss is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and boy, it must be tough for him. He's not even in the squad to play Fulham today as well, which is deep. It's kind of mad still. It's kind of mad. But that's the squad. Obviously, our young players, Lewis Hall's in the B list. So is Charlie Webster. And Andre Santos, Dacho Fofana, Benoit Badiashile. They're not in the squad due to the amount of players we could register. I did report that I thought that we was allowed to use all of them, but obviously a journalist failed to mention the fact that obviously we needed the players to be here for at least 2 years. So it is what it is. That was my bad, my fault for that. But yeah, man, it's peak. But we have a future stars though. If anyone plays FIFA, Mikhail Mudryk has a future stars card. Hopefully, I can pack him. But obviously, let me see how many people do we have that has one vote on the poll. One person thinks Chelsea will win. That's excellent. Let's see how many votes in the poll we have by the end of this video. You know that is like it just depends on whether we get. The Chelsea starting lineup is soon out, boy. We will find out who is in the lineup. It's still out. Let's see if I can get future stars.
Invest as little as £1 in the world. Clearly distressed, but you won't make a sound. You choose all your efforts, you're up there, you're down. This love isn't normal, it's killing me now. Feeling like I'm on a battlefield, having now war. Cause you told me that you finished, then you said you wanted more. Every day is something different, but you tell me what you want. It's hard for me to reason when you barely wanna talk. Cause I've been on the low and I've been hurting every day. No matter what the story is, I never get it straight. I keep on going back to you, but shit just ain't the same. I think it might be better if we went our party ways.
In case someone thinks Fulham's gonna win, we're gonna see where the lineups are soon out anyway. Yeah, 30 minutes I put on the coverage for the match. Sorry for not speaking in that, obviously. But let's see what's going to happen because Chelsea's squad will be a strong squad today, bro. Let's see what's going to happen. That's what it is, man. The lineups are soon out. 10 minutes away, and then the lineups out. The coverage starts as well on Sky Sports. The man can play it. You understand what is happening here, bro? Um, one concurrent view. Love for that, man. Oh, girl. You know what I mean, anyway. What? Oh, the coverage soon start, man. Come on. This game is hard to start still. Get your boy. Huge stance. Let's see what happens. Mm, 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 mm. It's 7 o'clock. The lineup should be out. And once I got it started. Where'd you go?
You'll never stop this thing. I will never let you go. It was another busy transfer window at Stamford Bridge with £323 million spent. Premier League record signing Enzo Fernandez starts, as does Mikhailo Mudryk and Benoit Badiashile. Conor Gallagher and Hakim Ziyech, linked with a move away, also start for Chelsea. And while Chelsea have had 2 weeks off since their 0-0 draw with Liverpool, Fulham were in FA Cup action last weekend. They drew with Sunderland. Tonight it's back to the team that were beaten by Tottenham last time out in the league. Just 1.4 miles as the crow flies from Craven Cottage to Stamford Bridge. A short trip in southwest London, but who will have the bragging rights in SW6 come 10 o'clock this evening? Well, usually it's been Chelsea in recent years, but the Blues kick off only just inside the top half of the table.
See?
Could go above Fulham and up 6 for the win this
So if we
evening.
win, we
That's
go
also
above
where
Fulham.
points
Say
will
nothing,
take
come on,
Fulham.
man.
The Cottagers have never finished higher than 7th in the top
We can go to 6 if we win today. Damn, boy. I didn't even notice how the table was looking like that. I didn't remember, to be fair.
And Jamie Carragher. It's been quite a summer at Chelsea. Certainly, it's been quite a January.
Boy, it's going to be a good lineup, boy. Good game today. Oh, this lineup's looking good still. Enzo, Mudryk, Reece James, Badia Show is now starting. Oh, damn. It's long for these men. Mudryk's definitely scoring today. Hopefully, Enzo can score. Let's go.
The last 10 or 15 years under a different owner, Roman Abramovich, the Premier League titles and Champions League winners, and that's what they need to get back to, because when you have this type of outlay on players, you have to be at the top challenging for big trophies. That won't happen this season, certainly in the Premier League, but you actually look at that number, it's absolutely staggering, it really is. And there's a lot of head scratching, not just from us, but certain Premier League managers today, I think, actually talking about how they got there, how they got those figures. But when you look at some of those names, we're talking about some of the best and most exciting young footballers in European football, and that's why they cost so much. Graham Potter is with us. Graham, as you will have gathered, we're talking about the January transfer window. We're into February now. It's not going to be much longer that we'll be talking about this. When you look at those players, as Jamie said, there's so much young, exciting talent in there. The question is how it all fits in. What does the Graham Potter era Chelsea side look like to you?
Well, I think that's the exciting thing. I mean, nobody can see into the future, but what we've tried to do is sign players of a certain profile. We look at the age of the guys we brought in. They're here to compete now, but hopefully they can compete for a few years as well. So it's like anything. You can talk about individuals and you can talk about resources, but it's about creating a team. It's about creating a culture and environment, aligning the resources, and that's our challenge now.
Great. You talk about creating a team and the way you want to play, maybe a system as well, and you've been coming into the club.
See this badge.
So many players.
This the time, the business end of the season. Business, that's what we know best.
I don't think it's as simple as starting again. I think every game, every day is a time to learn. You have mistakes, you have defeats, you have to pick yourself up and go again, and that's vital for development. It's vital to grow. So we don't feel like that, but when you've got new players, it's normal that you have to try and help them gel, and then you'll find things out as we go, and that's the process we're in. It's really exciting.
That's what I was just about to ask you, actually, Graham. You see all these players, obviously there's a lot of noise in with how many you brought in. Actually, how exciting is it for you? How excited are you?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, I've been doing this for 12 years. I started off not at the bottom, probably a few levels below the bottom. So I appreciate
from the bottom now, yeah.
My journey and the journey I had.
Oh, look at this team! Oh my days! Oh my days! Oh my days! Look at this team, fam.
Where has this sort of been driven from? You brought 2 recruitment people in with you from Brighton. Have you signed off on all the transfers personally with your team, or is it something that the club are driving in terms of putting this much resource into the club so early?
Well, thankfully, I'm not the one that makes the decision about their finances, because I haven't got that finance carry. I'm not as fortunate as you. in terms of that, my job as a head coach, is to support the club, is to make sure we bring the right type of players, the right profile of player. We need to be aligned, like I said earlier. If you're just spending and you just accumulate players, it's no good. You have to align yourself, which we tried to do. The guys that we brought in, I think, helped with that. But it's a club decision. It's a club process, and hopefully we can see tonight a start of it, and then it's about us trying to improve it.
You've got 33 senior players, unbelievably talented. How are you going to manage these players? How are you going to manage these players for the next 4 months and keep them all happy?
Again, that's the challenge. I mean, there's no point in denying that because you've been in the game long enough. Yeah. Players want to play, and when they're not playing, they're disappointed naturally, and you have to acknowledge that and help them with that, and then try to create an environment. It's not so simple. But there's healthy competition. We need to try to win our games. We need to try to progress in the Champions League. We need to try to, involve everybody because everyone's going to be involved. We can't win with 11, but maybe 33's pushing.
But in the 11 that you've got with tonight, it's a start from Mikhailo Mudryk, and it is a start, of course, for World Cup winner Enzo Fernandez. What can we expect to see from them?
Well, they're both exciting players, both very different, but they're young, they're determined, they've got attributes that are potentially world class, and we need to help them understand our team now. That's, like I said at the start, individuals don't make the difference, or they do make the difference, sorry, it's the team is the most important thing. The individuals, if they function well in the team, can help us really. So that's the challenge. We're excited.
I don't see what people want to tell me, someone like Graham Potter, he's never Champions League, all of these kind of things. This is a new era. We are going to make Graham Potter the greatest English manager ever, and he's going to help Chelsea become the greatest team in the world. Oh my goodness. We're going to have the best. We're going to have the best period between now and 2030.
Well, it's probably going to be a bit
1,000%.
You can't control what people think. The market is quite, if you look at the players that are available at that type of level, that's what the finances are. Enzo's won a World Cup. He's 22 years old. He's had a fantastic start to his career. But he's a human being. He's a young lad learning about us, learning about the Premier League, learning about England. So that takes a bit of time as well, I think. But at the same time, when you spend that money, there's not a lot of patience around. I accept that.
Graham, good to talk to you. Thanks very much for coming out.
Steps up, bro.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, Graham. And look at that. He does genuinely sound excited. Karen, you noticed that even in his press conference yesterday, how relaxed he seemed about all of this. It's almost as though now the transfer window is out the way, he can get on to doing what he likes to, which is getting on the training pitch.
We interviewed him here the last time we were here a couple of weeks ago, and I felt it looked very different then to now. And even there, when he spoke to us, he seemed more calm. There's no one going to be coming in and out now. This is the squad. He's got to deal with it. Probably has been the worst it has been for him. Now he's got players coming back fit as well. But I think he looks quite calm, and that's why I asked him about, are you excited? Because this was the reason why he was brought in, to work with young players, to build a culture and to keep going. And I guess we've created that noise back because I spent so much money, which you asked, but I thought he looks quite calm in that.
When you asked about who's signing off on the deals, and he was very much, emphasising that this is a club decision, this is not on one person. But that's not particularly unusual for clubs who are spending, maybe not this level, but big money in transfer windows.
No, it's good sometimes. Obviously, Karen, we've been speaking to you all afternoon, and Karen sees it from the glass half full. It's interesting that if any manager was given 600 million, you'd say that was a massive positive. But I think we almost feel a little bit of empathy for Graham Potter that he's had 600 million spent and the pressure that will put on him. And maybe we're seeing it wrong in respect to that, because I think you see it from an exciting sort of standpoint. I think it's probably, in some ways, it must be exciting for him, but I just can't think help thinking there's something a little chaotic, there's something a little too fast. What I think will give me real comfort is if Graham Potter is here in 18 months, 2 years, to be able to develop with these players. And then I would say, okay, Todd Bowley's consortium, they've really gone hard at it, but they've also given the manager time to be able to develop it, and I hope that does happen.
1,000%.
Because they're young,
that's what we need.
Contracts, obviously, as you say, this is going to be a squad that can develop over the years, but they will expect as well immediate results here at Chelsea, as we've seen over the years, even though it's new ownership now. But what does Graham Potter and his team need to do this season?
I wouldn't say he has to get into the top four because there's such a big gap there right
now, but I think he'd have to go really close. And I'm not saying he's going to lose his job if he doesn't get top four. I don't mean that, but of course there has to be improvements. You know, you think where Chelsea are this season now. Under Graham Potter, he made a great start, then it's just really tailed off. And this club, as we know, was so ruthless. Yes, we know there's different ownership now, but they changed the manager really quickly. They've now done in the transfer market spent £500 or £600 million. So when you were saying it was going to be different for Roman Abramovich, in the first 6 months it's not exactly the same. So it might be different going forward, but I'm a little bit with Gary where there's that many players. Graham Potter made a joke of it, but really must be thinking and sitting there with a staff thinking, 30 odd players, what do we do here? And don't forget, the two best managers we've had in the Premier League in the last 4 or 5 years have been Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola, and they continually talk about having small squads. People sometimes get it wrong with Man City when they say the squad they've got. Quality, yes, and the same with Liverpool. But in terms of numbers, you're talking about 20 odd players. Because
City've got 19 senior players.
Exactly. But they choose that. And Pep Guardiola could have more players, I'm sure he could. But they choose to have that because it keeps everyone believing that they want to play. The big problem is there's going to be players there who know they're never going to play. And what are they like in training? And how do they affect the rest of the league? That's the big problem with Graham Potter.
No, just off, yeah, I hear that, and obviously we played the game. We know how difficult it is when you're not playing and being still part of it. He's trying to build a culture, but I think 2015-16, Chelsea finished 10th. In the following season, they went and won it. So it might be a difficult one for them this year. It might be bringing young players, with bringing a new manager, with bringing a new culture. But actually, when you spend 600 million, might be for next season, might not be for now. I know, but I know it doesn't sound right to the fans, and I know we're looking at it, but might not be now. But they have done it previously, 10th to first.
They are still 10 points off the top four, but they can potentially move 3 points closer to those Champions League qualification places if they get the win against Fulham here at Stamford Bridge this evening. That's when the Premier League weekend kicks off. And of course, as always, you can get your Saturday started with Soccer AM. Yap stands on the sofa with Fenners and Jimmy from 9:30. And then it is a full slate of Premier League fixtures to enjoy. In the early kickoff, Arsenal travel to Goodison Park, where Sean Dyche will take charge of Everton for the first time. 5 3:00 kickoffs, including Manchester United hosting Crystal Palace and Liverpool's trip to Wolves. And as always, you can follow all the action with Jeff and the team on Soccer Saturday. Saturday night football is from St James's Park. Newcastle looking to continue their 15-match unbeaten run. They take on West Ham. And a double header on Super Sunday. We're on air at 1 o'clock with all the build-up to Nottingham Forest against Leeds and Tottenham versus Manchester City. So all 20 Premier League clubs are in action this weekend, and all of them supporting Green Football Weekend to show small ways that fans can make a big difference.
On Green Football Weekend, help football, help the planet. Walk on. Driving less to the game could prevent tons of carbon pollution. Stay cool. If we all turned the heatings out by just 1 degree, it would be like taking tons of cars off the road. And taste the future. If we all ate 1 veggie meal a week.
Right. So you know about this match where it's gonna be an interesting match still. Can't lie, the lineup is looking crazy. Enzo Fernandez, Modric, and Reece James, these men are so key. Today we start our charge to the Premier League top 4, boy.
My bro JJ, he's got a big one. Big man.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on,
Big
Chelsea.
Arsenal fan. She's a big Arsenal fan.
He said we'd give her a mention.
She didn't like your podcast either. She said
Very boring.
Which one's that one?
It could, to be
It's a
fair,
green podcast, though.
it is a green podcast, but you'll be able to see lots more of that. It's going to be available on Super Sunday. Enjoy, and it'll be available as well across social and digital platforms too. Now we're going to be taking a closer look at both Chelsea and Fulham ahead of kick-off this evening, which is at 8 o'clock here at Stamford Bridge. But up next, we're going to be joined by the new man in charge of refereeing in this country. Since retiring from officiating himself in 2014, Howard worked second roles around the world, but now he's back. He's the chief refereeing officer for the PGMOL. We're going to talk to him about his aims, about his priorities, and drawing on his expertise in keeping these two apart next.
Big game today. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Every time you listen to their music because the notes and that. He's James. He's James. Reece James starting today. Let me know who you are excited to see because the starting 11 is Kepa in goal, right back Reece James, centre backs Badia Shaw, Thiago Silva, left back Marco Correa. In the defensive midfield, Conor Gallagher, Enzo Fernandez, our new signing, making his first appearance, his debut for us. And then Mount in the attacking mid. On the right, we got Hakim Ziyech, and on the left, Mikhailo Mudryk. And then up top, we have Kai Havertz. 2-0 score prediction. It could be 3. Hopefully it's 4. We need to make an impact to let everyone know that, yep, we are back. Because this is the business end of the season, and Chelsea and business go together like fine wine. I should have said something else, but it is what it is. I'm moving too fast. But yeah, man. That's what it is really still. Pee out here. Sounds pee. Oh my days. Interesting. Yeah, previously.
Chelsea against Fulham at Stamford Bridge this evening, and taking to the field for Chelsea World Cup winner Premier League record signing Enzo Fernandez making his Chelsea debut. We will talk lots more about both teams in the build-up to that one. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock, but we're joined now by the Chief Refereeing Officer for the PGMOL, Howard Webb. Howard, thanks for coming out to talk to us. Obviously, 8 weeks into the job, you'll have had an idea what you were coming into before you left to come back. How have you found it since you've gone in?
But it's great to be back. The first time I've been on this field since I refereed here. I think it's the best job in the world from a referee point of view, the best league in the world, the most focused upon league. And it's a really exciting time because we've got loads of investment coming into refereeing right now that wasn't there before. And we're going to try and upskill all of our current officials, give them the
Come
tools
on,
that they
Chelsea.
need to
Come on,
for this
Chelsea.
competition. And also look at where and how we recruit new referees as well. So delighted to be back, looking at building a good team around us, and excited about the future.
Is your job like the Uber refereeing job? Is it the ultimate? Because you're not just in charge of a football match, you're in charge of the people who are in charge of the football matches.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like refereeing the referee sort of thing. But in many respects, I'd love to still be out there. But if I can't be now at my age, then it is the best job. I want to give them all the tools, all the possibilities to be the best that they can be. And let's make no mistake, the job doesn't get any easier, but we've got to do what we can to make them the best they can be. And we've got some really good professionals. We're trying to draw back the curtain on some of the processes so that people can see how good they are at what they do. We'll acknowledge when we get things wrong, and we'll look to get better each and every time we go out across the white line. So, I think it's a great job. I'm pleased to be back involved.
Howard, what are your on-field big things you want to change straight away? What's your priority straight away?
I think one of the things we have to do here is respect the way the Premier League's played, the flow, the tempo of the game. I think we've done well in recent times in respecting that, in not trying to smother the game by allowing it to breathe. And I've been doing a bit of a tour of the clubs in the last few weeks. A lot of the feedback I've had from the clubs that I visited has been positive in that respect about the way the referees are handling the on-field stuff. But of course, a lot of talk is about VAR and how we use the VAR. I want to use it in the way I think it was always intended, and that's to be a safety net for those clear errors, allow the referee to referee the game. Our game throws up loads of subjectivity, and if we get involved in the subjective situations, we could end up with inconsistency. So trying to ensure that the VARs know they've got a job to do to identify the clear errors, to step in when that happens, but don't get too involved in the stuff that creates debate and creates difference of opinion, not only with you guys, but also with us as referees.
Well, it's been mentioned, and you've mentioned it there, that you're talking about coming in and maybe having a lighter touch. I mean, my feeling on that, then, if you're going to have a lighter touch, and a lot of the time the decision stays with the referee, what is the point of VAR?
Well, the point of VAR is to stop those situations that I used to face when I made a decision on here, got into the dressing room, looked at my phone and thought, oh my goodness, how have I missed that? That shouldn't happen now. The VAR's there as that safety net. But what I don't want is situations where, there's some situations that could split opinion 60-40.
Saying now we've got 3 votes, 2 people think Chelsea will win, 1 thinks Fulham will win, 67% to 33. No draw so far, so there's definitely going to be some goals. That's what everyone's thinking still.
They'll all consistently step in and rectify those situations that I used to hate, where one look at the screen and you've got it wrong. And the officials like using VAR. It gives them that comfort of knowing that they're not going to make those errors that that they're going to have to live with for the next few days.
Is the problem though sometimes with VAR, if you have a lighter touch, that the bar is actually too high for the VAR to get involved and actually change the referee's decision? Because for me, the most important thing is not who makes the decision, that we get to the right decision.
Yeah, I agree. And if something's clearly wrong, they should get involved. And we've told the VARs, if you recognise a clear error, get involved. We don't want the bar so high that you never see it being used. If there's a clear error tonight on the field, then I expect the VAR to recommend that Stuart Atwell goes to the... I think that, and also, by the way, if we do miss one, because the VARs have recognised it as a clear error, I'll come out and say we should have got involved there, so people don't lose faith on where the bar is. I don't want people thinking that, why have they not got involved? We'll say we got it wrong. A human error can happen on the field and in the VAR booth. But for sure, it's here to stay. It's a really good tool. We're looking to ensure that it enhances the game and doesn't damage the game. This great thing that we love, that's got flow and tempo, and we want to only use that VAR for those times where it's clearly wrong, and not to get too involved and interfering in the game, and I think that's the best way to use it.
Howard, we've seen in NFL, rugby, open mic communication. It's something we're going to see in the Premier League just to help clear things up again.
Yeah, so I'm really all for openness and transparency and trying to draw that curtain back on the decision making. I think when people can see the rationale for a decision, understand it better, they might not agree with the outcome, but at least they're more understanding and accepting of why it happened. We're trying to do some work with the broadcasters so that you can tell the story to people at home, but also the people in the stadium need to know too. And you've seen in the World Club Cup as recently as the last couple of days in Morocco, referees coming out, having looked at the screen on a video review and announcing the outcome to the stadium. That's something we're going to watch closely, see if it works. If it does, then we'll be open to having a conversation on how we can use something like that in the stadium. These are the important people that create this atmosphere. They need to know what's happening either by the video board or by some other means. That is a possibility. Let's see how it works in the World Cup Cup and see if we can use it going forward.
Howard, you seem to be talking a lot more about transparency and sort of admitting when you make a mistake. And I think ultimately that will be something that will be welcomed, I'm sure, across football. So just to ask you about a couple of specific instances. The Fabinho and Andy Carroll tackles last weekend in the FA Cup, would they be instances where you feel like the VAR should have got involved?
Yeah, I mean, certainly the Fabinho one was one that we have to actually acknowledge publicly that, it should have led to a video review. The referee showed a yellow card. The VAR didn't feel it reached that threshold of being a clear error. We feel he was wrong. We feel that he should have got involved. It should have overturned the decision. You can make a similar case for the tackle by Carroll on Ericsson, which wasn't a great tackle, was it? There are some elements of subjectivity in a lot of tackles, but some just stand out, and we have to get involved. And what we need to do is not only acknowledge that we should have got involved, but also take the learning from that, so that it happens as rarely as often. We mentioned we want to keep the ebb and the flow of the game. We want to allow some contact and not penalise it, but we also have to recognise when there's a need to intervene, when there's a contact that does have a detrimental effect on a player, or one that has an element of endangering the safety of the opponent, and then the ones we have to step in on. And we'll acknowledge where we get those wrong, take the learning, try to reduce those errors as much as we possibly can.
The other big decision or big controversy in the last few weeks was the Manchester derby. The offside goal, not offside goal, the one that Bruno Fernandes scored when Rashford obviously sort of left the ball. What was your post-match analysis with the referee and on-field officials of that? And how do you see that now if that happened again tonight in this match?
Yeah, I think it was the most talked about situation in the Premier League so far this year. An offside player who doesn't touch the ball. The question then becomes, does he interfere with the opponents? And over time, the laws of the game have moved in a direction.
The match starts in half an hour, 30 minutes. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. We have to win today. Come on, my boys. It's crazy.
Interpretation needed. There's some element of subjectivity about it. On the day, the officials felt that he didn't interfere as per the way it's defined in the law. That was supportable. I think the game has told us that there's an expectation that situation should have led to an offside. We're here to serve the game. We're here to listen to the game. I think if that exact circumstance happens again, you'd probably see a different outcome now based on all of what we've taken on board since then. But on the day, it was a judgment that was made, based on the interpretation that was made on the field by the officials. It was supportable. But I think the game tells us it was probably expected to be offside.
When you say the game, who have you consulted specifically? Are you talking about the general noise when you talk about the clubs, the players, the managers? Who is it?
Yeah, not just that. We speak to other associations, be the LMA, PFA, clubs. We speak to league execs. We speak to our officials. We discuss these situations and we tweak things as we go. And again, I want to say, you can't say that was an incorrect decision because the law is quite subjective. There's some flexibility in the way that you can interpret the law. It's clear that most people would expect that to be offside if exactly the same thing happens again. But how often does that happen where something is exactly the same? I think the issue with that one is that Rashford followed the ball for quite some distance, really close, and in general terms, he probably impacted either Kanji or the goalkeeper in those circumstances, and that's why I think the game expects that to be offside.
There's just one thing I wanted to ask you about the time wasted or time added on that we saw in the World Cup. We were seeing at times making over 10, 12 minutes added on. And it's a big thing, how long balls in play. How do you plan to sort of fix that problem of time wasted maybe in the game, the ball not being in play as long as it should be?
I think of all the things we're talking about at the moment, apart from VAR, effective match time is the thing we talk about the most. How we can get more playing time. One of the ways you can do that is by having a lot of time on the end of the game, like we saw in the World Cup, where things that would maybe normally not be added on, like normal goal celebrations, we were seeing every second of that being added on at the end of the game. That doesn't normally happen in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Hence the reason why in the England game, where they're winning 6-1, we saw 9 minutes at the end of the game. You wouldn't normally see that in the Premier League or in La Liga or Serie A. That is what we saw. That's an option. I think one of the things we have to do is also keep the momentum in the game. So we deal with time wasting. Players will kick the ball away or stand in front of free kicks. Players will clearly time waste. One of the things that I want to do is give the officials the tactical awareness so they can identify those things more readily. And we're putting a team in place with some really highly qualified, talented individuals to give the officials the tactical awareness, the physical preparation, all the things that they need to deal with what they're presented with in a modern game. There's no doubt the teams are better prepared than ever to get those marginal advantages, and we need to be able to do the same, give our officials all of that tactical now to deal with those tactics that are meant to delay the game, slow the game down, get those advantages.
It's been really interesting talking to you. Thanks so much for coming out. I know we're going to be hearing a lot more from you as part of this new sort of more open approach. So thanks very much for coming out.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much. So no pressure then on the match officials this evening. Howard's going to be watching on from the stand. Stuart Atwell is the man in the middle at Stamford Bridge. Jared Gillett is the VAR at Stockley Park. And we'll be hoping to focus on the players from both sides. Next, we'll take a closer look at them.
You'll never stop this game. I will never let you go.
Sponsored by Bet365.
The Wicks Kitchen and Bathroom Winter Sale is now on. Don't be house embarrassed, be house proud with Wicks.
Over 500,000 Sky Bet customers use deposit limits to help manage their betting budget. That's enough to fill 46 cops, 160 lots, 19 valleys, 22 details, 25 dens, or 65 six-deals. That's a lot of sports fans who know their limits. All good bookmakers have deposit limits, so whoever you bet with, set an appropriate one and enjoy the sport. Deposit limits. That's betting better.
Search High and Die.
You have arrived at your destination.
Hyundai.
If you think you know our cars and how to say our name, maybe it's time to think again.
Boy, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has felt shocked and disappointed after being unregistered for Chelsea's UEFA Champions League squad. It's peak still, but you haven't been doing enough, if I'm going to be honest. You got guys that are coming in now going to take a man's spot. It's how it goes, fam. We're not settling for this low standard, bro. Honestly, Aubameyang just been offering enough of that. So I understand you could be disappointed, but if we're going to be honest, it's only right. I'm taking Mudryk and I'm taking João Felix all day over you in the attackers role. 100%. Boy, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's feeling mad for getting left out of the Champions League squad. But if I'm going to be honest, it's only right. You don't offer enough on the pitch. A man's taking Mudryk and João Felix all day over him. So you can feel disappointed, you can feel upset, but it's only right. And Graham Potter, I agree with this opinion, so it is what it is. Man said Fulham. I'm like, Mitch, you don't think Fulham are going to win. See the Fulham lineup, boy. William starting Mitrovic. It's going to be a tough battle for Thiago Silva and Benoit Badiashile, but we're going to win that, fam. 100%. 100%. Man said he's lucky he ain't A-list because he can score more goals than other. He's lucky who ain't even A-list. You know what I'm trying to say? But true say, it doesn't even make sense to ever have who on the A-list like that because we can always have him on the youngsters as long as he's 21 and younger, innit? Until he's over that age, you should always have him in that list, on the B list. A limited amount of players. You know what I'm trying to say? Hold on, I'm gonna put my phone on charge. Wait a second. Damn, man. Oh, man. But yeah, man. It's peak still. Aubameyang, it's peak for him still, but it's only right. What do you think of the lineup, though? You happy with seeing Reece James start? You know he's the guy. You know there's guys out here saying, "Oh yeah, he shouldn't start. He's too much of a risk." He's the best right back in the world. How can you not start, man? It's like saying, "Raw, I'm not going to start the best player in the world because he's been injured a couple of times." Forget that, fam. He's worth taking the risk for. He can change up this whole entire team, and then to add Enzo Fernandez and Mudryk. This should be a long day for Fulham. I can't count. This should be a long day.
No, they're a little small-sided game. It's already picking up a good relationship with Mason Mount, but tight touches, look sharp, and look, we know he's coming in a quick turnaround, and he's straight into this side, but there isn't
Enzo, I'm happy to see it. You know he does, and you know the why? Because he is the best creator in this team. Obviously, Mudryk might take that role in the future, but nonetheless, Ziyech with that left foot, he can find enough man, and him going from the right-hand side, passing to the left. Mudryk's going to be on the end of them ones there, bro. Mudryk's going to be on the end of them ones. Oh, my days. This is incredible again. Enzo. Big games are won.
A good fit at Chelsea.
We'll find out. But no, I think so.
I'm gonna
He's
find
young,
out.
he's got energy, like Harris said there, box to box. That's what you need. You need to be physically good in this league. So technically, I'm not concerned with him. But I think he'll be a really good signing. Obviously, they've missed Kante massively, so maybe he'll come in and fill that void while he's missing.
What about the Callum Mudryk? It's a first start for him, but we have seen him before in the Premier League. He's the fastest player so far in the Premier League this season.
Well, that doesn't bode well for defenders, I can assure you. He was only hovering about 20 minutes, half an hour at Anfield. But, I mean, we always talk about players maybe needing time to settle. And, yeah, I get that. But I think a lot of the great players in the Premier League area, certainly players who come in from abroad, have shown us something early.
Bro, I wish YouTube had a feature where you can bring them in.
And he looked really good.
I hear what you're saying still.
Against Liverpool. And, I mean, Liverpool did well actually to get a 0-0 in the end. I mean, he was fantastic when he came on. And what he reminded me of was not just his pace that was obvious, but was actual quick feet. He was very Hazard-like. You know, you think of one of the greatest players we've seen in the Premier League, one of the best Chelsea players we've seen. Eden Hazard, but picking up balls from those positions, that low centre of gravity, you see him there in between players. This is not about pace. That's a great footballing ability. Understanding of where his teammates are, but as I said, that blistering pace and what he's going to do to defenders. You think it's going to be an absolute nightmare, don't you, Karen?
I think out of all the signings, he's the one that excites me the most. And I think out of all of them, now they're struggling for goals this season. I think they've only scored 22, Chelsea. But he's the one where I think match winner difference. He will make the biggest difference, I think. And I think
Callum Mudryk, the fastest player in the Premier League this season.
Movement, his agility, 1v1.
Speed.
It's good.
Fancy yourself in a foot race, Karen?
Not against him, no chance. I've still got nightmares about Thierry Henry. Was your top speed?
It wasn't anywhere near that. I'm a more technical passer move. In the header, use my brain.
Karen, you've gone through the squad and you've looked at 3 players pretty much in every single position.
Yeah.
But there seem to be quite obvious choices in all of them. Chelsea have had injuries in some key positions, one of them being Reece James, who's back for just a second start in 4 months. How important is that going to be in terms of the balance of what Graham Potter's trying to do?
But for the last 2 or 3 seasons when he has played, I think the stats have been through the roof. Though they've won games when he hasn't. It's been
Man,
a
you
massive
talking
impact.
Enzo for
So his
Jorginho.
crossing ability, getting forward, plays off the right winger. They massively.
Enzo is a generational talent, bro. Enzo, he's going to be the man that's going to be in this midfield and make the midfield tick. He's going to have the passion because he's Argentinian. You know them guys that know about passion, fighting for the badge. He ain't going to be afraid to let man know, yes, I'm here. I'm going to give you a tackle. Don't be thinking it's going to be an easy game. He's going to come with all of that, bro. It's going to be peak. It's going to be peak. This team is just mad. To know that this is what we're looking at right now. It's peak.
Whether players from that country or who come through the ranks. I mean, Gary's Manchester United team was so longer a perfect example of that. I even think of the great Barcelona teams with the Pep Guardiola now. Whether this Chelsea team gets to sort of that level, who knows? But if they get back to that former level that they had under Roman Abramovich and different managers, they still had John Terry, Frank Lampard. It's almost like a local player, but obviously Gallagher's in there as well tonight. Mason Mount. You know, every youth team player can go on and establish themselves in a club the size of this, and a club who expects to compete at the top end for the Premier League and the Champions League. But you still need that sort of heartbeat, and that's what they've got. They've got a great record here in terms of what you do in the youth company. As I said, they won't all come through, but I think it's imperative that the sort of 3 or 4 who are in there right now can stay in there, and they, alongside these big money signings from all over the world, create another great Chelsea team.
As you said, though, they do have high expectations here at Stamford Bridge, but it's Fulham who start the evening higher in the Premier League table. We'll focus on them next, and we'll hear from Marco Silva.
Sponsored by Bet365.
No, it's the weekend, bro. Yeah, the match's about to start. Alright, love, bro. Yeah, bro, man has to tap.
At William Hill, throughout the football season, we're giving you our best value ever with new Epic Odds. Epic Odds gives you our best value offer of the weekend, so don't miss this week's great value. Epic Odds. Available in shop and online now at William Hill. Look out for more Epic Odds all season. It's who
Chelsea fans need to be patient.
Set yourself free and join the millions.
What, you know, Chelsea fans are not going to be patient with him.
Best banking brand 2 years in a row. To adapt in a fast-changing world, you could hire a professional pit crew.
Okay.
They deliver real-time data and business forecasts when you need it.
I think it was fine how it was.
To help you stay ahead of the curve. Or you could use Workday, the finance, HR, and planning system that helps CFOs make better decisions faster.
On the other hand, we had a great report reporter.
For a accelerate your decision-making world, Workday for a changing world.
Wouldn't it be nice to have the freedom to change things whenever you like? With Sky Mobile, if your data plan is too big, you can choose to make it smaller. Or, if your data plan is too small, you can make it bigger. Discover a world of possibilities. Sky Mobile. Hello, possible.
When you can buy this book just for you from a real person. Why buy boring? Shop Etsy.
I love is strong, you know
to it, Margaret. Is this any better?
Lovely.
This
Oh,
photograph
man.
gives me a good
Whew. Game, can't wait. We've got 10 more minutes remaining, man. When Mudryk can finish. Bro, I'm telling you, I know this. He's a player that can win us the Ballon d'Or. There's never been a Chelsea player that's ever won the Ballon d'Or. And we've come close. Jorginho's finished third. Lampard finished second. Someone in this decade, and I'm saying it's Mudryk, he's going to be the person that gets the number one spot. And when we get that, that will cement us as the best in the world. We have the best team in the world. We have the best player. Yeah, but even Hazard, bro, even Hazard, he didn't even get top 3 in Ballon d'Or. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to be, like, as great as he was, in that era when you have Messi and Ronaldo, which makes it a lot harder, you need to be a killer. He wasn't a killer, fam. Like, the thing about Hazard, which everyone would love, is the fact that he's so generous. He's such a team player. He will literally give up an open goal to let another person score to get the assist. While Ronaldo, Messi, they're not going to be doing those things. Even a Neymar won't be doing those things. Like, let's be real. You said he should have got to 3 twice. Thierry Henry should have won a Ballon d'Or. Ifs, buts, and maybes, we're dealing with the facts, bro. And if we're going to be honest, if you look at the seasons, I'll be real based on everything, because if Hazard's doing everything, then we're going to win multiple trophies. We only ever did that once, and that was with Mourinho, fam. Every other season when we win stuff, we just win 1 trophy, fam. Like, it's peak. But it is what it is, fam. I'm very tough on the left. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. I don't even know what you're talking about. Chelsea has won 45 times to Fulham's 8.
Was in 1979 in the second tier. John Beck and Gordon Davis scored to beat a Chelsea side managed by Jeff Hurst. Bobby Campbell, who later managed Chelsea.
I don't even know about. I don't even know. You might be talking about a legend, bro. You're older than me, because I don't even know who that was. Bobby. I know Bobby tough.
Do the new signings make your job more difficult, or actually because they haven't quite had time to gel, to give you an opportunity there?
Really, we don't think really much in this situation. We look for Chelsea as a whole, as a team. I know that the last 2 weeks they have been at time to prepare. Weekend we didn't play the FA Cup match as well. They have enough time. If some players are at this wing, they have enough time to prepare them. Of course, one of the players is signed the last day of the match. He's going to start the game, but he just won't play. All the others, they have enough time to work with the coach.
The match starts in 10 minutes.
How do you prepare your team though when there's so much uncertainty about how the opposition are going to set up?
As I said, we look for them as a whole. We played against them 2 weeks ago. First, the third time for us that we are going to play the Potter's team as well this season. We know clearly his own ideas. We know that it's difficult to predict. Not 11 will be not impossible.
Hold on a second. I just got a drink.
Jamie, Fulham has got as many points at this stage of the season in the top flight as they've ever had. They could go into 6th place with just a point this evening. What can they achieve, do you think, this season?
I think they'd be absolutely delighted to still on that top 10 toward the end of the season. I mean, the book Chelsea scored 10 more goals this season, and Chelsea getting in the Premier League just shows how well they've done, and maybe how Chelsea have struggled in terms of scoring goals. But I think Marco Silva really got hope to really feel hopefully they've got 2 or 3 jobs in in this country already, and he's got a super job right now. But if he can stay in the top half, he'll have done as good a job as anybody.
What do you think of the job that Marco Silva's done in getting Fulham to this stage at this point in the season?
Well, brilliant, because he had to shift the players from what got him promoted and what's needed to keep you in the Premier League, change the style, be more direct at times, pick up second balls, give Mitrovic the service that he needs, bring in people like Paulinho was brilliant. They're very disruptive in how they play, but it is very effective, and I think he's done an outstanding job.
So Fulham have already beaten Chelsea this season just 3 weeks ago, but it's a changed Chelsea side that they're going to be taking on because they've managed to bring in some champagne players here to Stamford Bridge, and the man who signed the checks is here, and you'll be watching.
If you want to go dry and bet, then you need the dry bet builder from Bet365. Who? When? What? How many? It's totally up to you. It's your bet. You decide. Download the app and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's favourite online betting brand. And please, gamble responsibly.
Sky Sports coverage of the Premier League brought to you by EA Sports and FIFA 23.
Super 6 open to enter ahead of the weekend. Another round means another £250,000 is up for grabs. Could you become the 4th Super 6 jackpot winner of the season? Completely free to play. You just download the app and predict 6 scores by 3 o'clock on Saturday. This evening's game comes to you from Stamford Bridge, where it's Chelsea against Fulham. Karen, as we said, Fulham have already beaten Chelsea just 3 weeks ago. This is a different Chelsea side that they're going to be taking on. The fans are going to be excited to see a couple of those players, especially out on the pitch tonight. What can they expect from this game? It's going to be different from last time.
Well, I think Marco Silva said in his interview he didn't know what team Graham Potter was going to pick tonight, but I'm looking forward to Mudryk because I'm home soil now, getting a 1v1 pace, energy. Like you said, this new field Chelsea side. I'm intrigued to see how they set up as well.
The Fulham are always a difficult side to play against. As Karen said, they've adapted to the Premier League from their championship winning season last time up. Well, how can they cause Chelsea problems?
Well, the fact that they know each other so well is the big advantage they have in this game. And this is a team who have gone to some of the biggest stadiums in the country this season, some of the top teams. You think it's sort of away Newcastle, away Manchester City, and only lost through really late goals. So this won't be an easy game, or should be an easy game. The Fulham reduce the form that they have done a lot of big away games this season. So that's the big thing for them. That togetherness and spirit that they'll have an advantage over Chelsea, because the Chelsea players don't yet know each other as well as the Fulham players do.
And as much as Fulham fans have been able to celebrate their side's achievements so far this season, Karen, for Chelsea fans it's been a little bit more low-key as they've drifted in mid-table. This could give them a real boost between now and the end of the season if they are going to chase down Champions League football.
Well, they have to start now. I think they've got West Ham and then Dortmund coming up, so this could really kick-start their season and really push them on.
Your commentary team this evening are Gary Neville and Seth Hutchison.
Well, 3 weeks is a long time in football. Chelsea cracked at the Cottage. Fulham were flying. Fast forward and things feel different. Stamford Bridge is brimming with relief.
Come on, Chelsea. The boys are out. Come on. Let's do this. Who hates Tottenham? Chelsea. Who hates Tottenham? Chelsea. Come on.
Changes for Graham Potter from the side that started the goalless draw at Anfield, but they are significant. Though Cooper stays in goal, with Mendy still out. Reece James back again from his knee injury from the first appearance of 2023. The record signing Enzo Fernandez slots straight into a midfield, replacing the departed Jorginho. And first start for the other big signing of the window, the Milo Mudryk. Kai Havertz leading the line again, with Aubameyang not in the squad. On the bench, small injury returners, and Chilwell and Raheem Sterling, as well as another new man, Noni Madueke. Marco Silva has the luxury of an unchanged side from the team that lost to Tottenham Hotspur. No goalkeeper made more saves than Bernd Leno, who's 9 in the reverse fixture. The same back four for the third game in a row, with Diop continuing to keep out Tosin. A 100th league appearance for Fulham for Harrison Reed. William returns to the club when he won 2 Premier League titles. Alexander Mitrovic missed the last meeting, but has never scored against Chelsea. Shane Duffy available after illness. New signings Lukic and Cedric are only watching on today. There'll be all the talk about the new signings, but it's the old head in defence who might be the most important player for Chelsea this season.
Yeah, I think they're absolutely critical in this next 3 or 4 months in designing what happens with Chelsea's season. He's got the manager who obviously has stepped up for Graham Potter, and jaw-dropping pair of transfer windows like Chelsea. All those young players coming in, vast amounts of money, but they do have a very calm head, massive experience. I think he can bring that large group together and help Graham Potter immensely. Up against it today, you can't ignore Mitrovic when you talk about Fulham. The goals, 11 this season, brilliant in the area from crosses.
Come on, Chelsea. As if Badia Sugar left for Koulibaly. Hey, yo, we had to pick 3 new people. And if we put Badia Sugar in, we had to leave out either Joao, Mudryk, or Enzo. That can't happen still.
Well, there he is, Enzo
Enzo,
Fernandez.
though.
£100 million, a record signing in the Premier League. A British transfer record. But a young man with plenty of quality. And with that Fernandez transfer, it almost seems forgotten, about Mykhailo Mudryk and that very interesting transfer indeed from Shakhtar Donetsk, snapped from under Arsenal's nose and made quite the impression from the bench at Anfield, but starting for the first time tonight.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
With a cast of help as well.
He's got the ex-chancellor next to him. That makes sense.
I thought I'd leave that one for you, Gary. Graham Potter. Well, with all the joy around these parts and the expectation.
It's only right, bro. He's the leader.
It's not piping hot, so
Yeah, cool. So,
Chelsea have not really spent the money in the summer, probably chaotic in what they've done in this transfer window now. 2 more 18 months to look like the smartest man in the room, all could go spectacularly wrong. You just feel like a chips in the casino.
Well, away we go. 2 clubs that met less than a month ago.
come on, Chelsea. Let's watch this match now.
But the landscape right now seems so different. It's unbelievable. And you hint into it, the proof is in the pudding.
Absolutely. I mean, what Graham Potter has to try and do, as the goal without saying, is turn these 33 extremely talented players that he has at his disposal into firstly a team with consistency and summer rotation to try and keep them happy towards the end of the season, which is a big task.
Fulham, who might feel almost forgotten all the glory, all the headlines behind what Chelsea have done, but they did beat the Blues not that long ago, looking for a first double, and they are. It's London's best side as far as the table is concerned. But right behind them, they can't escape fascination around this Chelsea side.
But the issue on the ball was at the disappointing news today. He's not made the Champions League squad, but he does make the starting 11 in the Premier League tonight.
Chelsea including Wesley Fofana, in that who's been injured for most of the season. We forget what a big signing he was money-wise as well. To miss tonight, how Fernandez will fit into this Chelsea side. Will Mudryk make an impact from the start as he did from the bench at Anfield? There is Fernandez, who really caught the eye in the World Cup, did start in the Argentina team at the beginning of the tournament, and Mudryk didn't even go to the World Cup.
That little cameo at Anfield looks extremely dangerous, Mudryk. Lightning quick.
He
We'll see.
Come on.
If they make an impression themselves. Strips away, to Reece James. They'll be delighted to have him back. And Willian.
Go on, Reece. Willian. Ayo. My boy, Reece.
Willian, who knows this club so well, didn't stop him scoring against them last time out.
We'll see.
Big return. I know he's talked a lot about Chelsea's players at this side, but Reece James so important to this Chelsea team.
Makes of the midfield at the moment. He came away from that position and scored some spectacular goals. Now Gallagher finding the space and moving it on and bounce. And this is
Mudryk.
Chelsea. Mudryk.
Oh, bro. You're lucky, bro.
He just had a little bit of space there to keep it inside and take the shot himself. Really good play. Gallagher getting into a top pass to Mount in behind that Fulham midfield. Maybe he was blocked up by Diop on the shot. Mudryk.
Keeping an eye on that Chelsea shape. Fulham though, established starting lineup. Andres Pereira, who has impressed to the tip of their midfield. He called over Reed. Harrison Reed. Look to his Fulham side. Tete sends it in towards Mitrovic. A side that like to put a lot of crosses in. You understand why with Mitrovic up front.
That went off, didn't it?
And keep an eye on his expression tonight. Thought he was going to be joining PSG. Didn't get the paperwork through in time. He wasn't happy.
It's interesting. I was expecting not to play tonight just because obviously they wanted to let him go earlier in the week, but he's in.
Gallagher, another of those we thought might be leaving the club on deadline day. He's still here and starting tonight. Here is James. Wing back Buddy. And Chilwell is on the bench tonight. Wait, Chelsea have started.
Just finding their feet in the game, looking spectacular. Yeah, Fulham are really sort of good in the shape. Said about the consistency of Fulham. They're well drilled. Potter, Jamie Carragher asked him in the interview that we had with him 45 minutes ago. You're almost starting the game with a new group.
So I enjoyed your questions, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to work with 33 players.
All these ingredients, all these rich ingredients. Already here, Stuart Atwell. Just passing something that he found on the pitch to Jarrett Gillett, the fourth official. What it is, I'm not quite sure. We'll find out what that was, I'm sure.
Reece James is a right back.
Reece James, the best right back in the world, guys.
Between the defensive
On him,
and
Kyle.
the attacking prowess that is needed nowadays from a modern fullback.
It felt like such a blow for England to
That's the
lose
thing
it.
about Fulham, you know.
England have a lot
God,
of talented
they
right
will
backs.
keep the ball
You think of sort of Trent Alexander-Arnold
to a certain degree. Possession is going to be close. That's why we need to get them on the counter attack. We got Mudryk's pace on in the break. Reece, you got him. That's off. Ref went off. Thank you. Reece knew what he was on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
He impresses
Come
me.
on, bro.
Anthony Robinson, he's really direct.
Come on,
John
bro.
Reece James defending, he gets a little too tight. Robinson flies past him. Just too far.
Come on, bro.
Thiago Silva, what a presence he's been at the back for Chelsea. James.
Ref.
Havertz, who, despite all the expenditure, no central striker for Chelsea. That's going to start games. Garner obviously could be one of those
leave the line, it is still havertz and Havertz got involved today.
Yeah, you think they're going to have to go into the transfer market again next summer for that striker?
Got Lukaku still at the books.
Yeah, but I've not forgotten about it.
He's serving a one-match ban.
He's willing to return, whether the club wants him to return.
You know what I mean? Like, it's his last match. Remember, he got a red card before. This is the third match. He'll be available for the next game.
For his injury. Robinson to get forward a lot. Couldn't quite get away from Fernandes. Fernandes gives it away. Mitrovic.
That's one tackle already for Enzo, you know.
Fernandes in a defensive sense tonight. He's settled in. Paulinho certainly settled into the Premier League. A little bit scrappy, but he wasn't quick enough to get there.
Took too long. Bro. They were 8 minutes in.
Cut that angle off because Woodring was never going to catch him going on a straight race.
His man. A little bit of space there. Chelsea.
Just watching Woodring on this break. He's rotating, he's creeping forward, which is dangerous, but he's got to do it as a fullback. He knows he has to cut that angle off, and that pass that's going towards Woodring.
Hey, man, that needs to be a better pass, man.
Knows he's going to have his hands all tight. Control that.
Of course, bro.
But it's Fulham on the front foot here. A free kick. Whatever Reed takes it short.
But definitely needs to catch his man on the counter attack. I'd be real.
They're sending it now, Fulham.
I'd be real, though.
Herrera. So, header in there. Chelsea clearing again here through Fernandes, who made the initial defensive header. Correa. And it's Ziyech who emerges with the ball. Here's Willian. Willian gets away from Correa. Some of the Chelsea crowd actually enjoyed that. It goes the cross, and he caught over Reed. It came to him, and Silva puts him behind.
It's a good game, man. It's a good game. Good game so much.
He worked 6-12 across his Fulham.
And he's up and in the right place. Thiago Silva. Keep crossing though.
No one scored more goals from crosses than Fulham in the Premier League. Damn.
Played a short one here. If it's 2v1 and not coming out like that.
They've done just that. Reed. Herrera.
Big. Well done.
It's in the middle here from Mitrovic.
Enzo Fernandes who gets involved in a bit of a wrestle. Just watched him there.
Enzo's letting you know he's there, bro. Enzo's letting you know he's there, bro. And look at him trying to buy that. Allow it, bro. Enzo, he's there, bro. There. Taking on the biggest man, you know, the biggest threat. Who's on him.
The last time I mark him. Leave it to the centre half. Mitrovic looking for Fernandes. There is Mitrovic. Up from Mount. Mitrovic loses out. Rare clears. Locking up nicely. It goes Fernandes determines.
Brilliant every time I watch him, how the job he does in there, breaking up play.
Mudryk, you see Mudryk wants to give and go, he wants to explode forward, and they're going to be very good on the counter-attack, you fancy Chelsea this season.
That's what you want from your defensive central midfield players, when your fullback goes forward, just to cover that space behind you, give you that comfort.
He's having a real work there with James Mannering on that side.
I'm surprised that we get the card for that, just for the nature of how he's approached the assistant referee.
He's having a way with Correa instead.
Man is killing me.
Mitrovic as well.
Man
Only
killing me.
3 players have scored more
That's
goals
like
than
every
Enzo
audio
Mitrovic this
of.
season in the Premier
That
League.
is killing me.
Haaland, Kane and Tony. On 11 Premier League goals, the Serbian. For the World Cup as well. Ziyech.
Gallagher.
Nicely. Havertz on the move. Gallagher hangs that to the back post. Modric is arriving.
Unlucky. Still in though.
Take some defensive work.
Come on.
Out. Thiago Silva. James. He offers so much from that side for Chelsea. Missed him. Ziyech. James. Robinson in quickly. Get in again. For the last time these two sides met Gary, they had João Felix in the front line Chelsea, and he impressed before getting sent off. But a game in which Fulham, well, they weren't frightened, let's put it that way.
Don't mad him.
They're showing that fearlessness again. They've made such a fine return to the Premier League. They get there, one of the newly promoted sides. He's going to have this. The issue. It's Pereiro's one of his last 3 visits to Stamford Bridge. Looking at press for Fulham. To nick that ball of the international.
That's a great tackle from Benoit Badiashile, you know. Switch. Yes, come on.
James. There's so much to talk about with what's happening on the pitch. It's an encouraging start to the game in any case. Here's James. Ziyech wasn't the intended target, and he was offside. In any case, I want to ask you about Hakim Ziyech not getting that move. How does that change you as a player in terms of how he's going to go about the rest of the season?
I think the feeling with him would have been, how Chelsea going to use me and view me, I suppose. I think he'll be encouraged by the fact he started tonight, and that Graham Potter has almost ignored the fact that he was going to leave. He'll obviously be disappointed. I mean, it's a big move for him to go to PSG. Through Chelsea being mature about it, it's fallen through.
Graham Potter used the line as a professional. It's always another way of saying, I know he's annoyed, but get on with it.
PSG were
Easy. Enzo, so calm on the ball, you know. Oh my days.
That's truly the case, though. There's no issue. He's looking for options ahead of him here. At the moment, Chelsea's build-up play to get going. Ziyech. And Ziyech.
Boom.
Modric arriving again.
That ball there's to be dangerous. See from right to left to be dangerous still. That's what Ziyech loves. That's his best pass, his favourite one. He loves that one.
And then they might get back through the middle as the game wears on.
Deal. James. Calmly done. Havertz. Something up the front.
Just with the English on the road, the Chelsea just can't work a way through central midfield. Teams to go wide, to go back in again like this.
Quick in the face.
That's cool.
Now Paulinho.
On that, well done, Cucurella. Well done. Well done for that one. So,
I suppose you'd imagine that will be one of the players that might take the longest for Chelsea to see it click. The build-up play.
Yeah, the rhythm through the team of playing through midfield. Just look at the moment fluid. Fulham are doing a good job, to be fair to them.
yeah. That's why they're so high up in the table. It's not an easy game. We just need to score, though. Once we score, the floodgates will open.
Moving along to Cucurella. Mounts. With the goal himself. Easily blocked in the end. Already.
Yeah, come on! Oh, I would have counted as well if you got to it, because it came off the Fulham guy first, I swear. You lost, didn't you?
We can't get the ball back at the moment. Ziyech.
Come on, Chelsea, well done.
Towards Mudryk, hasn't had many
No
touches
good.
so far. Mitrovic slipping there, but lucky with the ball still. And they're losing it. Gallagher. He's got options right and left. Ziyech. Now Fernandez. Mount. Mudryk. Fernandez.
Come on, man. Goal! Come on! Oh, my days, Havertz, man! Oh, the flag was up, but nonetheless, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. What a ball from Thiago, man. Oh, my days.
Really tight. Really tight. Has to take it first time.
Not taking any chances there for Fulham. Diop. Mitrovic. Oh, the way through. Decored over Reed. A little isolated. Suffice to receive the ball.
Couldn't bring the ball with it.
Come on, yes, come on.
Felt that was a foul. It doesn't matter, they won it back.
They want it back, but well done. Reese!
It's
Willian, though.
Nice feet from the Brazilian.
Come on, cut that out. Come on, counter. Oh, unlucky. Alright, unlucky, man.
Indeed from Diop. Decored over Reed. Take it there. He can.
Out. Come.
Place.
Throw a couple of punches for them. There's a chance here on the through for Mitrovic, which doesn't quite get right.
8 votes on the poll, though. 88% of people think Chelsea will win, and 12% think Fulham will. Saying nothing.
Well, they did make changes for their FA Cup draw last weekend against Sunderland. Replay will take place on the 8th of February. Oh, Giancarlo going in. He's pleading his innocence, saying it wasn't that bad, Rick. He looks at that well.
Yeah,
Like it.
he looks to tackle. I think it's the fact that he goes to ground that's going to cost him the yellow card.
Thiago Silva, yellow card for Donny, though.
Went to ground, the angle of the tackle coming in from behind.
And Mount bought that one still.
Well, the referee looking Giancarlo, Mitrovic told just to calm down. Good luck with that. Such an important player for Fulham up front. At the moment he's firing them to a top half finish and maybe more. It's Thiago Silva. So far the first half of the first half is that Chelsea, in some of the positions, are able to break through too well.
It's a team that's got no rhythm in its passing to be able to put combinations together, which is maybe a lack of familiarity with a few players coming in, and Fulham doing really well and being set well.
Michael Fulham on the up here, Ziyech. James trying to get the cross in, but Willian was there. First corner for Chelsea. Yeshil coming up with Thiago Silva. Fernandez in the 6-yard box as well.
Three big ones for Fulham across the 6-yard box. Reed, Diop, Mitrovic.
Roderick lurking. There's the corner easily dealt with by Reed. Popular player for Fulham. Ziyech offside. Gary's going to touch on the fact all the signings that Chelsea have made, and of course fans get so excited about.
Love for the views, my people. Them love for the comments as well. Koulibaly been dead. Like,
That's the great challenge for Graham Potter.
he just hasn't been that great. I don't know, ever since for a while now. I don't know. He started off well, but he hasn't been playing very well recently. Still.
He's just got to try and find that settled 11, and look at that. So use the word before jaw dropping it is. Extraordinary.
Fair enough, man. Come on, though.
More obvious because the other big side's not spending as much.
Don't save.
Reminder of the quality of the Premier League as a whole. The Brazilian going close.
You have been put intercepts again. Hits it well, Pereira. Sits up for him.
Fulham threatening there. Pereira's corner, that's flicked on. Tete made a Aubrey corner look like a decent one in the end. Kepa, that record signing as a goalkeeper, feels an age ago now. Coming to the ball here.
And this is his type of save.
That was a great save, still. Yes, it is really, man.
When he touches the ball, the Fulham fans sing his name. Or almost groan his name. His deal. Ream again. Deal.
We got careful for that save, so 25 minutes gone.
So Reed. Three things now. What can Fulham do in their build-up play here?
On him. Well done.
Maybe this way Chelsea can be dangerous. They're able to break quickly, but this time.
Good Chelsea when they won the ball back and getting it forward quick enough into that front three.
That's showing lots of little quality.
Come on.
So
Ref. Thank you.
He's going to escape a booking there. Certainly ended that attack quickly.
Love, bro.
Making a genuine attempt to get to the ball, and now just stood still. Ran into him.
Look at that foul from Donny, bro.
Bobby D got over Reed, and a thought about Fulham in the fact that he's been able to cover so many positions for them. Turned 30 yesterday. Enzo Fernandez takes the free kick short to Correa. Yes, again. Go Silva. Can't get past his compatriot Willian. These two have played for each other, with each other, for Brazil. On occasions.
Come on.
Roderick. Seen him go very well just yet. going to leave that one for you, Gary. He's that sort of player. Was it Cole Havertz?
Or was it a crossfield tip pass? Ziyech. Maybe it was.
Budget, bro.
Absolutely whacked it at him.
Reed. It's not a bad ball. He got over Reed. That's to Korea. One of Chelsea's summer signings. Reed, dispossessed by Badiashile.
Well done, Badiashile. Come on. Where's Mudryk?
He'll look for Ziyech. Squeeze it across to him. Robinson clears up. Just felt like
Oh,
that
man.
for Chelsea.
Need a better pass, a better switch than that, bro. Come on, man. Needs to be a better switch than that, man.
That's freezing. Switch isn't great. Mason have to come back.
Despite all that money spent by Chelsea, we also sometimes forget about players that have come through the academy. In recent years, so many of them made the first team, played for the first team, and for England as well. Reed. Tati called over Reed. Tati sends it in. Mitrovic arriving. Pressure on Thiago Silva there, who still dealt with it. He called over Reed. They can't get it past Korea. Here's Mudryk.
Hey, Mudryk, bro.
See again, looks like he's had more touches than anybody else. She'll be corrected. Mudryk to Fernandes. Here's Fernandes.
Enzo. No, Enzo's been playing here for a long time. Enzo's too hard. Enzo's so cool.
Mitrovic, and he's stayed down here. Gallagher hurt himself in making the challenge. Tete sends it in. Chested down by Thiago Silva in his own box.
It's been brilliant so far, Thiago Silva. The ball been played on top of him 3 times on crosses. He's handled 2 in the air, and then that one, as you say, composure outstanding.
I think Gallagher was just caught on the foot by Mitrovic after going in for the second challenge.
Williams done really well. He's been sharp in this first half an hour. Just comes in late, Mitrovic.
Salisbury's the VAR tonight. We did have a look at that, but further action needed. Havertz. Fernandes. Ziyech. The way he started for Chelsea, they will do well to get a game soon. So reassured of the back-to-back clean sheets, Chelsea. Here is again. Fernandes looking for the little ball over the top to Matt. Matt took it well.
Yo, my days! Oh! Enzo! Enzo!
It's a crucial touch in there from Reed. It's good. Fernandes finds Mount. Mount who's moved out.
Oh my days!
And right back, does Reed get a touch? I think he does. This ball just gets played across.
Oh! Oh, he got a touch onto it.
I think.
Reading the dream there again. Someone I call them, I'm just copying other people. That'd be ridiculous. Here is Reed.
Oh!
Maybe took it. Maybe a few inches in front of Havertz, make it more difficult for him.
Havertz. That's why we need a striker.
You see Gallagher and Mount trying to get into those pockets, but what Mount did there was run through into that channel. Just split.
starting move off as well. Playing the sort of pass that Chelsea saw so many times from Jorginho, who's gone to Arsenal. He went to Arsenal on deadline day. It's before the dramatic late signing of Fernandes by Chelsea just before the window shut.
Come on.
This is awkward.
Havertz, bang!
Taking the snapshot.
You're under 10s, don't let it bounce. Once it does bounce, you are in trouble. Forward always becomes favourite, you feel.
Bro, he's definitely top 2 for me because who's doing what he's doing at his age? Van Dijk definitely in top 2 right now. You could only really argue an Arsenal defender, in my opinion. I'm taking Thiago over any of Newcastle's defenders in the centre-back role. 100%. Man City ain't doing it well either like that. So, boy.
They won the attack. Stuart Atwell putting it back was a challenge from Mudryk. Tete had a quick look at that.
Just frustrated with the first half an hour of this game.
Well, that transfer, Mudryk to Chelsea, is such a fascinating one. Seems as people destined to join Arsenal. He was even talking about it himself, which is another thing we haven't really ever seen before.
It's a feeling he wanted to go to North London.
But ultimately, he just wanted to test himself in the Premier League. And here he is. Fewest touches so far in the first half. But if he gets a few more, could cause some problems. So far, Fulham containing him. But more than that, Mitrovic. Back defeats in the Premier League, but narrow ones. A late defeat to Newcastle at St James's Park, and then a Harry Kane goal denying them at Craven Cottage. Tight games those were. Proven a tough side to beat. Late goals conceded against Arsenal and Manchester City, denying them points.
Hey, come on. Oh, Enzo, Gonzi. No right foot. It is what it is. At least you tried. Enzo, though, forget it. Enzo's really one man in the match for me.
You mentioned about 10 minutes ago that Chelsea haven't been very good at playing that first pass forward on transition, but here they do really well. Fernandes takes it off. Pereira slots CH through. He does well read. I always think there that he's got to guide the player to a point whereby he shoots on his weak foot, and that's what he did.
I'll be real, Enzo's really man in the match for me.
James. He'll look for Mudryk. Mudryk back inside. Those sort of balls across.
Don't piss me off.
Across the back post. Hasn't been much of them so far, the Ukrainian. Now on the back foot here, Chelsea. Tete.
Olim Cucurella, get him.
Sensing the ball. Back inside. Mitrovic wasn't expecting it.
Calm. I didn't feel that. I'll be real. I trust man's defenders, fam. I'll be real. See that ball, Cucurella? He doesn't want to play that pass. How many times does man see this, bro?
So wide, which he can't fit to build up play, stretch. Fulham, I'd like to see them at certain points when Chelsea midfield players get on. You do make those runs diagonally in between fullback and centre back. Just play a little bit too straight at this moment in time. The wide players for Chelsea.
Looking to link up there, right on the same leg with Max. He caught over Reed, gets it back. He caught over Reed. The Mitrovic, Thiago Silva there.
He's going to feel getting a little bit of joy on that right hand side against Cucurella and Mudryk.
Ball from Badia Show. Ball.
He seems to put patterns in play. Graham Johnson, he seems to have a shape of when they're in possession. He's adding those developments
I like you.
shape, and obviously
Enzo,
players
bro.
being in those right positions. But then the next step of it, which is reading penetration, I don't seem to have actually got that yet. He's only had a short amount of time with Chelsea coach. It seems that they're all running and playing in straight lines.
I suppose as an opposing player, you see this Chelsea side with their sparkling new signings, it probably raises your game when you face them to prove that you're a good footballer as well.
I like you. I like you.
So, what's a target from Chelsea, just the one from Fulham. Attack again. Equal over Reed. Jeff Pereira, the touch. Almost open Chelsea up. Instead, Fulham might be open up. Rematching that all the way. Didn't let that one bounce. Difficult game to call this one so far.
Should have a little bit of quality in the final third. At this moment in time, they are looking more dangerous up to that point.
Fulham support, urging them on. Let's see. Again, can certainly get something from.
Well done, Joe. Calm. Hey, bro, come on.
Ziyech. It's a good burst from James, but Willian showing great. Just as the winger to
Ref,
Robinson, that's
come on.
handled.
Foul.
But Willian,
So let's see.
well into his 30s, tracking back Reece James, working hard. Brazil, it didn't work out for him at Arsenal, but it's working out for him at Fulham, that's for sure.
It's something like William. He's enjoying his football again. He's always a hard worker and he understood the position really well. We'll just see him there tucking in to make sure that pass doesn't go through into Conor Gallagher. Just appreciate that. As a fullback, opposite wide player doing the job where they're sort of tucking in and out. Cody Reed's doing it now to make sure that Mount doesn't get the ball, and then he's out to get to Barella. Really well drilled by Marco Silva.
Come on.
Here's Mitrovic. A little nutmeg on Gallagher. That's it from
Easy.
Pereira.
Yes, that piece. Disappointment. Marco Silva will have a hard time. We're really happy with what his team have done defensively. Just there, he's free, he's in. Just not getting that accuracy right.
Trace Pereira, Manchester United man. So no way through from either side so far. King attacks on goal. Needs to go with a half. He's Mount. Enzo Fernandez. Thiago Silva. Fernandez again. Gallagher.
What Fernandez has shown is his capability on the ball to play those passes forward and through. He just crossed that halfway.
Unlucky, Enzo.
So they can they give you the pressure of your commentary, Gary. That's what it is. Frustrated there. Fernandez, but has shown some tidy passing so far. Feels like a position on the pitch that seems like the most coveted at the moment in world football. These players, that sort of position have had on their side. Think of Rodri, Fabinho. Why Caicedo is drawing so much attention for Brighton. Maybe Roy Keane was underappreciated, Gary.
He's missed Casemiro on purpose.
Yeah, just tickled you with that one.
Thiago.
Caicedo before Casemiro, how dare I? Mudryk. Heavy touch from Fernandes. Fulham fans enjoyed that.
Smell things here, Fulham. They just step it up a little bit. The game's drifting. Chelsea just struggling a little bit. Other than whatsoever. Or Silva, get a message onto his team. He'd say, come on. It's there for us in this period of the match.
Fulham won possession 6 times in the final third to all 1. We're not going to concede in the first half, though. That's the one thing, though.
Well, this is just the start of the Premier League weekend. All of the clubs in action, and we've got more than one game this weekend. Newcastle United hosting West Ham from 5 p.m. on Saturday Night Football. And then on Super Sunday, Nottingham Forest host Leeds. Big match down the bottom. And then, big match near the top. Spurs hosting Manchester City. Oh, Kepa. What's coming in proper?
You can feel it, can't you? We've got quiet here at Stamford Bridge. Team not quite feeling it at this moment in time. It's understandable. They jump together so quickly.
Fernandes. Ziyech.
Oh, Ziyech, bro.
Much expectation in general about Chelsea flowing.
That is sure well done. Boo! Boo! Come on, you have to score! You have to score! Oh my days! Oh my days, man! Oh my days! What a boo from Ziyech, man! What a boo from Ziyech, fam! Oh my days!
The two centre-backs of Chelsea, I think, have been the best players, Paddy Shield and Silva. He makes a good run. Tente's not quite round his centre-back. Comes out, Leno. Really decisive.
Oh.
He's composed. Agonising. I think he takes it early, he's going low. Once he waits and allows the goalkeeper to come up, he has to try and lob him.
Well, just 1 minute to be added on. Robinson. Here's Ziyech winning it back. Probably come up with the most moments of quality in this first half for Chelsea. The man almost. Havertz has had a couple of chances in this first half.
Get up, fam. Oh. That's a free kick.
Will they get a chance to take
Damn,
it?
man.
The answer is no. Half time.
Oh, half time. Say no.
Chelsea with the passes, both of them falling to Kai Havertz. The second coming back off the post after an excellent pass from Hakim Ziyech. Enzo Fernandes with some nice touches so far. But so far, neither side can find a way through. Half time. Chelsea 0, Fulham 0.
You'll never stop this thing. I'll never let you go.
The workhorse. Might not be fancy, but always delivers. Bit like you, big man.
Get the right result. Sky Sports coverage of the Premier League, sponsored by We Buy Any Car.
Every web-slinging movie all in one place. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man. Sky Cinema Spider-Man. Available now.
Crafted in Japan. Introducing the all-new Mazda CX-60 plug-in hybrid. Let's drive forward together. Search Mazda CX-60.
The moon came down to Earth one day to see up close what had been so far. But all was thing today will make a better tomorrow.
Deliveroo presents Decision Time. You want everything. But what's it going to be this time? Pizza. Yes. I love you. Scrap that. Burgers in town. Come and dance, you delicious meaty beauty. Chicken. Go on, have a pink bite. Rain down fast. Oh, Tim's ordered noodles. Decision made. Order now. Deliveroo. Food. We get it.
Half time though. So if we have to talk about anyone, let's start off with the record-breaking signing, Enzo Fernandez. And Enzo, my bro, I can't lie, let me just read you out his stats so far in the game. Honestly, in the first 10-15 minutes, he had already made 3 tackles already. So he should by now, for me, at least have 5. So let's see what he's got. Enzo Fernandez, he's made 5 tackles. 5 tackles, 2 clearances, was fouled once. He's won 6 out of his 7 ground duels. Long balls, 4. Accurate long balls, 4. I can't lie, 59 touches, 39 accurate passes, 86.7%. 1 key pass, which led to Mount giving it to Havertz, which could have led to a goal. Ayo. Enzo. He is the man. He is the man. He is the man. Benoit Badiashile as well. Can't be fronting about this guy. I'll be real. Everyone would be thinking, oh yeah, Reece James will be back into this game, thinking that, yep, he'll be doing everything. I'll be real. Badiashile right now is playing better than Reece James. It's to Fulham's credit, though, they're attacking us and they're forcing us to defend a lot. But Badiashile and Thiago Silva as the pair, I can't fault it. It's a shame he won't be playing the Champions League for us, honestly. But in the Prem, that's what we're looking for. I'll be real. This is very good. And obviously, Thiago Silva is playing very well. That's standard procedure. He's made 45 passes. Badiashile's made 50. Reece made 35. He has 1 tackle. Mikhailo Mudryk, though, he hasn't been playing the best. So far, he's been the worst player on the pitch for us. I'm not going to cap. Because not only has he given the ball away a couple times, he just doesn't look as comfortable. Maybe it's just down to the way Fulham are playing. But for me, Mudryk can do a whole lot better. And hopefully we see more of him in the second half. Or he'll be coming off. I can eventually see what's their names? Madueke and Sterling coming on the second half. But we're gonna wait and see. Wait and see for that one still there. Enzo playing the role while moving the ball forward. I feel any striker can eat though. If we had a better striker, then we would eat. But obviously, it's not the case. Well, Nkunku in the summer, that's someone that we can play in this role like Havertz, if need be.
Good little touch there from Matt and the running behind, but I think the Nick just took it off Havertz. And this was another chance here. To be fair, they read it well defensively. Finding through the little gaps there, nice little tiny feet. Again, this is over the top. This is where I think they constantly keep threatening, where they can get more actually. Havertz just probably unlucky there and cleared up the line.
Well, how much of the fact that Chelsea are struggling to break Fulham down is down to the way that Fulham have set up, Jamie?
Yeah, Fulham have been fantastic, but I mean, it's not an easy chance. The goalkeeper does well. They end up getting away with it, full, but they deserve it. I think they've been absolutely fantastic. They really have, especially that midfield 4. Shuffled across the 2 wide players, Nico's over Reed and William being fantastic, but this is the one opportunity they had. It's one of a good save from the goalkeeper, really. See Pereira on the edge of the box, but Paulina wins it. And in midfield, I think they've been really dominant. I think Fulham, and they probably fortunate, probably not be in front, but more than hold their own.
What about Enzo Fernandez, the World Cup winner, the record transfer holder?
I liked it. I think
Very
he's
good
got really
match for him,
it simple. He's had a
yeah.
few nicks. It's been difficult for him. I think me and Jamie were both speaking about how he's been the deep line on his own.
He's been the best player for me.
The gallery getting in advance. And that sometimes it's left him a bit isolated, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think he's done well for himself in terms of on the ball. You can see he's a good player. But I think the way Chelsea have set up when he's in there on his own, and you see Mounting really high, Gallagher really high. At times, I think Fulham are really exposed. That Pico Dovereen's coming from the right side. The fullbacks pushed on, and they've switched play quite well. I think they've caused problems for him. I said there's a lot of space either side, which Fulham have exploited.
They managed to exploit it, but not fully, because it is goalless at half-time at Stamford Bridge. Which way will this one go? It's South West London, we'll find out next in the second half.
You'll never stop this gun. I will never let you go.
Get the right result. Sky Sports coverage of the Premier League, sponsored by We Buy Any Car.
Search Hyundai.
You have arrived at your destination.
Hyundai.
If you think you know our cars and how to say our name, maybe it's time to think again.
Hyundai, not Highland Eye.
Oh, it's Hyundai, by the way.
Hyundai. Search Hyundai.
It's the dawn of a new Hyundai.
What's up, everyone? Boy, have we got a treat for you tonight.
Honestly. What the hell? That's what just happened. My TV turned off. Peak settings. But yeah, man. I can't lie.
Place, they call home. Halifax, it's a people thing.
Right then, let me show you around. This is where the action happens. The great thing about this job every day is different.
Come on, man.
Yes, what? Yours, whatever it is, we'll find one of these things to match.
Hello, darlings. Aunt Helga. Futuristic scooters, old school website. Relax, web upgrades, I own them. Better design, e-commerce, high performance. Now you're fit for the future. I screwed off now. Your digital partner, Ionos.
The Gravelax, please.
The UK's fastest 5G network. Free.
There's no halfway with this. We finished what we started.
On Green Football Weekend, help football, help the planet. Walk on. Driving less to the game could prevent tons of carbon pollution. Stay cool. If we all turned the heating down by just 1 degree, it would be like taking tons of cars off the road.
Noni Madwaki, Mob Dog.
Well, it looks like that change is going to happen. Is that the right thinking if he comes on for Mudryk as we expect, Jamie?
Yeah, he's a wide player. Mudryk couldn't really get into the game, whether it's just, maybe there's a little knock or just get used to the Premier League.
Noni Madwaki's coming on.
Maybe that's what's kept him on. They've got so many options from the bench. We know that now with the squad that Chelsea have.
I think it was there as well, Jamie, because you mentioned how good Fulham's midfield is. The wide players needed to be better and getting more involved in the game. It just wasn't working, as you said. So we'll see what this young lad's about.
We will find out what this is about in the second half of this game. No goals as yet at Stamford Bridge. Your commentary team are Gary Neville and Seb Hutchison.
Yes, indeed, there is Noni Madueke, English youngster, making or about to make his Chelsea debut. A young winger, 29 million from PSV, which is where he's been playing his football for the last.
Second half's about to start.
Tottenham youngster. The interesting thing about this transfer, Gary, is the fact that young English winger bought in by the club. They have got Callum Hudson-Odoi on loan as well. It'd be interesting future for him at the club.
Yeah, just been mentioned in the studio by Karen and Jamie Carragher that they've got so many options. I mean, Mudryk's £80 million. He's had a pretty poor first half, let's be clear, but he's off. I suppose what happens when you've got those riches on the bench, you may just get a little bit more, I suppose, into him, not getting your substitutes on quicker. But maybe you should see whether Mudryk has actually got an injury. I don't know yet.
What about this game's first half?
I thought it was pretty good. I think some of the passes forward were good. I think obviously he's playing in a team that is, this moment in time, it's not quite got it together, but that's understandable.
So second half underway, no goals in this game, but plenty to talk about in this game. But Willian, what a surge this is. Willian!
Save from Kaplan.
A reminder of what Chelsea had before. Chelsea past. Fulham present. Showing his quality.
Oh, no.
James. Carolina in the right place again. Talking about number sixes. See, he's just got caught there with a challenge from Campolini, who is on a yellow card.
I think he's still the ball. He's still the ball. Just on the ball. Yeah. And then landed awkwardly. Seems to have recovered quickly. Still being Chelsea.
Let's do that for Raheem Sterling on the bit now. Decourt over Reed.
Yeah, he caught him still.
Chelsea fullback.
Chelsea without the number of players in their squad at the moment, and their CH may be going off. Well, Raheem Sterling available again on the bench. See Kukurea go down. Well, Ben Chilwell's back on the bench. You imagine he might get some minutes tonight. He's collecting out.
No, it. Oh, okay. Okay.
As an English youngster, Medway Cape, but still not fully declared for a national team just yet. Played for Nigeria, can also play for the Netherlands. There's James. Seems to be okay so far, but didn't work out with Mudryk in that first half.
That's interesting. Would he hook him at half time? £80 million signing. I don't think he would, but if he has, well, it's a brave one. Certainly won't help the confidence of the new signing.
Quickly closed down by Gallagher. Is Reed. Changes from Fulham incidentally at half time. The change there. We're thinking of Brian Gallagher. Looking for a free kick there by Tete. Who's seen off one Chelsea winger.
No foul.
He couldn't get there. I don't think the pass was too far in front of him. So good
Go
for
foul.
before that. Cucurella had managed the run.
You got abundance of talent. This could wake a man up. Certain guys could be like, oh, this could hurt my feelings. If Mudryk's a real baller, he'll go in the next game and in the first half he'll get a goal and an assist. That's what he will do.
It's like, I was going to say blossoming partnership, but considering the age difference, how many years they'll get together, he's keeping out Koulibaly. Fofana returning soon, another young centre-back, and Fofana and Bashir will the centre-back pairing for Chelsea for years to come. Diop striding out and winning it now to stay down for Chelsea. Fulham coming forward here with Decourt over Reed, and he clips it in there towards Mitrovic. That wasn't that far away, tracked all the way by Thiago Silva.
By Thiago Silva, really good from Fulham. Started the second half better. Half stays down. Diop does not only play it forward, he then follows him, which I think creates the space for Decourt over Reed to be able to get the cross in. And it's a brilliant cross into a really dangerous area.
We know football recruitment is not an exact science. Chelsea investing in youth, and it's one of their old heads.
Well done, Gallagher. Well done. No foul.
Kukurea, Strelko didn't like it, yellow card.
It's just the studs. Just slides in with his studs showing. Kukurella.
Money well spent, bro. Money well spent. You see what happens when you have a World Cup winner at your club? You see what happens. True say you man don't know, man don't know about them things like that still. True say you man don't still.
Did it happen for him at Manchester United, do you think, Eric? Big question.
We are cooking, fam. What? Are you checking for a red card, maybe? If that's a red card, I don't think it is. And it ain't. It's just a yellow. Say nothing.
United, I think, to play in that position, you have to be pretty special, I think. And he just didn't quite come to that standard. He's got a great
Man killed me.
I thought our conversation was going to be interrupted by a red card there, but check complete. Good play, Jay. Strong first burst for him. Play for havertz. And at the end of Chelsea's chances at the moment.
It's a good introduction.
By the way, you're welcome. By the way, you're welcome.
Just get the starts leg out. Havertz.
Even when we're low on the table, we're still doing you guys favors. Come on, bro.
Fernandes. He was pressure from Fulham. Reed.
That is sure, my bro. My rookie.
Thiago Silva. James. Ziyech. Oh, that's hit away by Dion. So looking to get on with it.
Come on, bro.
Thiago Silva.
Come on, man. You man's little bros, bro. Come on, man. Little bros.
See it there, Nance. Close to that one. That's what's lurking. Thiago Silva. Start to the second half, but that feels the same at the moment. Ziyech looking to change that. Looking for Nance.
Yo, come on, man.
Havertz. Fernandes. It's Thiago Silva. Now James. Ziyech. Gives it away. Chelsea able to win it straight back though. James.
Back to him. Back post. No knee. Oh, unlucky. 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 Oh, unlucky. See, you know what was coming. You know what Reece is looking for. Back post would have been long. Ooh. He had to be there. Ooh.
Making that running directly towards goal, but the right back is a covers round.
Inches away there, getting on the ambulance.
Gallagher corner. Please make the score beyond the first pause. Come on, man. Good delivery. Oh, that's a poor. That is poor. That is poor. What kind of a cross is that? How are you letting him take it though?
Shooting the ball and play, goal kick.
There's Fulham fans behind the goal. Obviously behind their team, they're having a great season, but they can't fancy this here. The game goes on 0-0.
Still keeping forward with the team that he took with him from Brighton. As Billy Reed is talking to there, his assistant. Hamburg to his left. And here's Shield taking a ride on Mitrovic. Madueke. Correa. They're right.
That's a Kukurea.
In Tres Pereira, and here's Shield in the wrong place. Direct is Willian. Still that quality ball control.
Come on, we need to get the win, bro. We need at least 1-0. We have to score. Come on. Come on, Chelsea. Come on. Oh, well done. Good interception. Mount. Madueke winning a foul. Come on.
Himself about a bit though, Madueke. More than Woodruff was able to do in the first half.
Goals have been a real problem for Chelsea. They scored enough of them. You see why.
Goals have been a problem. Chelsea.
You know you just heard the commentator just show away. He said man man's done more than man and did in the whole first half.
Yeah, Modric didn't have a good first half.
Needy!
This guy's been chatting something. Say nothing, bro, if you think that. How is that a foul? Come on, man.
Needed to earn that free kick. Chelsea were right on to Fulham's back four. Mitrovic a little bit sloppy. It's not been his night so far. We're waiting for that chance.
Chelsea's goal scoring, they haven't scored more than one goal in any of their games in 2023. Scored twice against Bournemouth on 27th of December. And before that,
Mount, what are you doing?
because causing Chelsea a few problems tonight.
This guy. Man said, where's Abdul? Aubameyang. He's not in the squad. And he's not injured. So that should tell you everything.
Score a goal every time Chelsea attack. It's got their life depends on it when you watch them.
I already said that earlier anyway.
To see surely two experienced players for Chelsea. None more so than Cesar Azpilicueta and then Raheem Sterling.
Sterling and Azpilicueta coming on.
Turning to see a couple of players who can play in his position side in January. He signed himself in the summer. And it's Shield and Kepa. Did look quite up there, I think. They handled it well.
Kepa's good with the ball at his feet. That's the thing you can always say about him. Good tackle. It was a good tackle from Palhinha.
With his tackling, so he's on a yellow card and a nice turn as well.
It's really good.
He has been really good. And Willian going direct. Address Pereira.
Good block for Cucurella. Good block. Come on.
Anticipation and understanding how to break down. Counter-attack is fantastic. Fulham. A bit of a cheeky skill, and then I said about the dynamic pace. Really might have been lost, but he comes back all of a sudden. Does Pereira get it out of his speed? Entirely, I'm not sure.
Reece James coming off Azpilicueta, of course.
His return to injury without getting down as a Chelsea legend, no doubt about that. Hakim Ziyech making way. Thought he wasn't going to be a Chelsea player for much longer, but Raheem Sterling on the pitch. What can he produce?
Yeah, he's on the left. AK goes over to that right-hand side.
Which is where we see that Madueke will operate in the future with his left foot cutting in. So, again, it's one of these sort of dynamics. Sterling and Mudryk perhaps battling out of the forgetting Pulisic. Who comes back? Did I mention Hudson-Odoi? Madueke. Prepared to run with the ball. Stephen as well. Gallagher wants.
Come on, where's the bang?
Keep it on the side, play extra passes, work your positions when you've got 3 or 4 players around the ball. Far too many times they've been disconnected in attack where they've had only one player isolated.
Oh, but Sterling was waiting for an overhead kick. Scissor kick, we'll never know.
Come on, man.
A little bit of Chelsea pressure. He knew he was never going to reach. A lot about transfers, but that is the story with Chelsea at the moment. Cannot escape that.
It's been in 5 years, never been Sterling. It feels like.
Shot. Mount has to get. Damn, man. How long it takes to make a pass, fam?
He was one-on-one, but he anticipated it really quickly.
I think he is.
That's honestly a joke. Joke. Giving away a foul there, man. It's just thumbs off all the pressure, like.
Another of the academy guys, another England the 17 World Cup winning team. Towards the centre backs here, Reed and Diop. Reed Nicoud as well. It's a short to Reed. Reed to Di Cordova Reed. Worked with this knee here for Fulham, but
Good defending, havertz. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow.
Sterling.
So good still. 4-4-2. Moves to the left side, drops back in as Chelsea go deeper.
Wilson concedes a corner.
Forcing them to still go round them.
Interestingly, Fulham scored more goals than Chelsea this season, 10 more goals than Chelsea this season. Conceded 9 more goals. Chelsea here with a corner for the second half. Gallagher. And his shift going on. Diop. It's Thompson, he gets it back. Work.
Well done, Cucurella. Well done, Cucurella.
Just sensing something for them. They're just jumping out, trying to win the ball higher up the pitch.
Well, you could think they're playing each other lots
Come
of
on,
times.
Chelsea.
This is the quick rise of Enzo Fernandez. And the fact that he's barely been at Benfica, barely played many games for Benfica. Wanking.
You're getting goals, you get assists, you get the striker or a wide strike.
Yeah, sure. What? Come on, he knew he couldn't. He knew he couldn't. Well done. Well done. Daddy is sure. Well done.
He's free. Thiago just tries to sort of step in with his teammates joining him.
Sterling.
That's one bad pass. Enzo's done good.
Just thought for his moments.
And he has a huge breath, Kepa.
Still taking deep breaths.
Yeah. A little panic on.
Of all the players you'd expect to taking that chance on, which may not have been one of them, but it's got the quality to do that. He's shown it there. Chelsea, relatively ineffective on home turf.
You can see the patterns.
Unlucky start.
It's always got a great opportunity to be able to dip Mitrovic, well, chance, effort, whatever you want to call it. So close, he moves his feet well, Kepa. Perfect. He tries to look cool, but he's breathing pretty heavy.
You've seen Beckford do that once.
Yeah.
Just once, though, wasn't it? I'll make a double change shortly.
That's
Chelsea.
Come on, havertz.
Through here, the Blues. It's away.
Someone that will take shots from that far out. That is what we need. Someone can take shots from this far out.
He's going to fetch and he wraps his foot
scored a brilliant goal in the World Cup for Argentina. After that,
Switch, well done. Come on.
Chasing hard. That's what those Fulham players are doing. It's the same 11 that started the game.
Can we get a goal? Can we get a goal? Come on. Gallagher, better delivery. Come on.
Chelsea corner from Gallagher. Again, he can't beat the first man. Here's Mount. Chance for Gallagher. Tackle by Willian.
Get him off, man, please.
Some standout performances.
These corners are dead. 3 corners, and you can't even guarantee that he can put it inside the box on someone's head the majority of the time. Oh my days.
Facing his old teammate, not getting the better of him. Talking about signings who played for Shakhtar. Wingers who played for Shakhtar. Well, only one standing out tonight. That's who hasn't played for Shakhtar.
That truffle fine is coming on for Chelsea.
It's got to that point where Marco Silva knows he needs to help those players on the pitch. Sort of big shifting.
That is sure.
Cups, but they do have the Champions League on the horizon. Fulham still in the FA Cup. Still very much a chance of winning this game. Decourt over Reeves making way. There's Manuel Solomon. Turn winner, really.
Yes, it's that innovation as well. Looking over Reed and Willian did an absolutely brilliant job in that pouring.
Well done, William, man. Good game.
He wants to look at how he defends in a midfield 4 for wide players. You get a pretty good understanding.
Oh, yes.
The video back of this game.
Mount's coming off.
Wilson and Solomon now have to come on and pick up the baton.
Mount
Two
off.
teammates who played so well for 75 minutes.
What was amazing there was the Chelsea fans getting to their feet to applaud Willian going off. Made an appearance for Chelsea in their FA Cup defeat to Manchester.
Havertz, I like him. He just looks a little isolated up top, not connecting with his wide two players at all. It's the big disappointment for me tonight at Chelsea in terms of their attacking intent. I'm not saying they played brilliantly in midfield either, but I would expect that the two wide players would connect with the centre forward.
Hey, come on, man.
They've been working almost in isolation. Wide left Liverpool.
Come on.
10 years off Cities. You see that crossover positions, diagonal runs that move towards goal. You see none of that.
Central enough. Oh,
Huge win at Stamford Bridge, and
come on.
I think the Chelsea owners looked at that and thought, hold on a minute, we need to build a squad.
We need a squad of 33.
Madueke. Gallagher. Incisiveness from their side at the moment.
They've been really disappointed in the final third, Chelsea.
You see things like this, you know, honestly.
Sterling.
Wilson can't hold on to it.
Just make him think differently.
Well done. Come on, Enzo.
19 times you might not get the run when you make it. You might get the ball when you make that run, but you've still got to keep making that
That's
run.
a good ball.
Good pass from Gallagher.
Well done.
Havertz. Madueke.
That's it, and that bang it!
For a split second, Benny thought that was in.
Hands cover the face.
Oh.
We've got the best angle of just seeing he was stretching for it. Gallagher just came back to him. Leno was beaten. He was static. Comes out. Strike.
Chalo. JJ. Not in hand, bro.
With
Gatro! 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 Oh! Oh my days.
He trusts his defenders to do their job, and Ream does.
Corner's not the best again.
He comes out, misreads it, Leno, and then say Diop does enough just to slow the father down, makes him cut inside. They work together as the three, the centre backs and the goalkeeper.
Only couldn't believe it.
How much did I smash?
Fafana,
Premier League
debut,
debut.
as I said before, 15 goals in 24 games. And while they're in Norway, so caught the attention.
Oh man.
Stop Robinson. Correa. Growing frustration around Stamford Bridge. Robinson.
Don't you dare concede any goals.
He's supposed to be on at the moment. Sterling was going to get there initially. Since November, he replaces Correa, who looks really disappointed, or maybe just tired. That's what I was just about to say. But he's claiming his
Good tackle. Good tackle.
He started this game well, just growing and growing. Waiting for 10-15 minutes, now he's got Sterling.
Love reviews, my people. Yeah, man, for the votes on the poll. 85% say Chelsea would win. 15% said Fulham would win. 0% are saying it's a draw. We've got 5 minutes remaining plus added time. It's looking likely that it could.
In the middle, Alex, co-founder and the key man to seal the deal for Madrid. I was going to ask whether Fulham might just settle for a point here, but they're looking for more.
Goal side, havertz. This is an interesting position. I'm surprised. Cramps kicked in.
Well, they just have to alter their substitution here. Wilson Reed going off, applauding the Fulham supporters. And Tom Kearney in position. Time running out. Chelsea to win this one. Waker. Sending that ball in. He's comfortable again.
Defensive performance from Fulham as a team. Not any of them, but he's just been the standout player for me. We've been ridiculed for years.
They're in fashion now, though. Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. He's so strong when he's Sterling, consistent. He just talked about positions. Makes the foul.
Experienced fullback defender coming on here. International replace Andreas Pereira, who's lifting off here, probably just close to a point, but still Chelsea in for Chelsea with this free kick.
to watch, as you expect. However, his pre-match interview saying he was tactically talking to referees about how players waste time. That's one of them.
Marcus, former teammate Thiago, in there. Kept alive though by Chelsea.
Still trying to take it. Placed it.
Chelsea corner. Chilwell sends it in. Will they win it back?
That was a good save. That was a good save.
This is the look to his goalkeeper, just 2 yards off box. Sterling just tries to drift it towards that far corner.
Full time.
6 minutes played. Madueke. Well, that's not very far. Get it under control and Fulham clear it away. And still we play. The shield. He got that all off, and that should be that. It is that. The Chelsea shoots still waiting to germinate. Despite the new signings playing tonight, Fulham hold Chelsea and taken 4 points off them this season. Enzo Fernandez making his debut and unable to help Chelsea to a victory. Still struggling to score goals. Fafana with the best chance of the game, Randy the goalkeeper, but cleared off the line by Fulham showing they're tough to beat.
That's game over, man. It's 0-0.